Complex multibody dynamic software brings unseen efficiencies to the industry. How can this complement your capabilities directly at CTS?
Absolutely it does. Whenever you have simulation, simulation is always wrong because it's just a model representation of the real world. So figuring out what is the real type of model to give you an insight onto the questions you're asking. And coming back to that, in a simulated world, it is almost ideal because you can measure every static or dynamic state of the object. No matter if it's FE analytics or if it's multibody simulation or if it's a fluid simulation, whatever you do in simulation, you can always look into what's happening in there in this model, which is a model representation of the world. So the trick behind that afterwards is that you have a fusion between what you can measure in the real world, which is just, you can just look at the object, you look at a tool, a position, a sensor, a displacement at a certain point where you have an instrument. But then you compare that at the same location with the simulated part and say, if the difference in what you see in real life and in the model is not too far off, I think the model is a very good representation. And then you take really the insight out of the model because it's a mathematical representation. You can dissect it in whatever dimension you want to, at whatever section you want to, and gain so much more insight. So I think these days you gain more detailed insight by analyzing a simulation model than from the real world. What you measure in the real world is mainly therefore to correlate that what you're having as a simulated representation in virtual product development that represents the real world.
Wow, what a reply. And if you disagree, let us know. Send another letter. Do you have any more?
Yeah, we've got two more. One from Richard.